Sun Devils mount in America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Washington State Cougars offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Dickey. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Washington State has it all working right now. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Look out, he's got room. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The give on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Woods. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Graves. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like,
always got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Out of the backfield, he's open. Let's take a second about Arizona State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
first of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Looking for a push on fourth down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, fourth down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got the back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Arizona State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
He's got him this time. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Got his man downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The run from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The Cougars buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. The running back has it. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And some room to work. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Running back searching for a hole. Hauled down, Liddell move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll start the return inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Jones to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They keep it on the ground to open the third.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Might as well give it to him again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Strong, firm tackle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's sticky. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Washington State will have to boot it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, give on the inside.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll run for it. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Jones to throw. Fires on the move. It's caught. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Dickey. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Just keep slinging it. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. He'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Jackson gonna throw it. Flips it out on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State going back to work on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup. And they'll move the chains with the first down. The Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but this.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Jackson will throw. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. Running through contact. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on